Hey guys, so yesterday I went to the movie theaters and saw a double feature, two movies in a row, right back to back. Like, I timed them pretty much really perfectly because right as soon as I got out of the first movie, went straight to the second movie. I haven't done that. I haven't done a double feature or two movies in one day in a long time since I've gotten that movie pass. Especially, I had to look back. I'm like, it's been since fucking June since I saw Captain Underpants and Wonder Woman together, which is a weird combination. But yeah, I was like, it's been a while. I don't miss it that much because it's like I went into the movie theater 2:30 in the afternoon and didn't get out until about 7 o'clock at night. It's like, now I remember why I don't miss doing this. But so let's start getting into these because I gotta get to bed here in the next few hours, so I gotta get to work. So let's start by talking about the movie that really, I'm sure nobody wants to hear about my opinion on, and that was Early Man, which was the first movie I saw, Early Man. The new Aardman Pictures animated Aardman Studio stop-motion animation film that they just released. It's kind of been under the radar because it's opened the same weekend as one of the biggest movies of the year. If you don't know who Aardman Studios are, they're the company made such their claim to fame is they're the studio that was behind Wallace and Gromit shorts from the 90s. If you remember those, I remember growing up on those. They were pretty freaking funny. I always thought they were pretty fucking funny. I always loved Wallace and Gromit. I even saw their when they made a movie, Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I always thought the shorts were better than the actual movie, but that's here and there. They've also made movies like Chicken Run and one of the other ones they did was Art for Christmas. That was one of the most recent ones. I think that's the last one they actually. I'm trying to remember the last one they actually made. They don't make movies that much anymore, but it's kind of sad. And Art for Christmas was the only one that they didn't do stop motion animation, and when I heard they were making a new, they did do the Shaun the Sheep movie, which I never saw, that was the last one they did with Shaun the Sheep. But anyways, this looked like your stereotypical Aardman Studios stop motion animation film. Early Man did. It looked like it had the same kind of humor that you would expect in any of their kind of films, and I was like, all right, fine. I've always been a fan of their films. I'm not a huge fan of their films, but I mean, I always enjoy most of their movies, and yeah, it was good. Early Man was good. It was a movie that was just a short fucking sit. It's an hour and 20 minutes. It blew by pretty fucking quickly. And that's about all I can say about it. Bye. This is one of those movies. There's not really much to say about it other than it was good. Check it out. It's fine. You haven't seen other stuff that's out right now. You want to see something or take your kids to go see a kids movie, this is pretty decent. Nothing really offensive or anything that'll make your kids dumber. This movie's fine. It has the same kind of humor that you would expect out of the studio that made Wallace and Gromit and Art for Christmas and Chicken Run to make. It's basically a movie about how cavemen fucking invented football. I'm talking about the European version of football. I live in America. I mean, America's football is different than Europe's football. Obviously, they call it football. We call it soccer. And Yeah, it's basically the story of how cavemen basically invented soccer. I did not know that until like probably right before I went and saw it, and that was what the movie was about. Um, because like the opening scene's really fucking great. It's it's the retelling of how the meteor hit the earth and killed the dinosaurs, and that scene was actually pretty funny. It's like done without like no dialogue or whatsoever. Just shows like these two dinosaurs fighting each other, and then randomly here comes this meteorite just like coming down to earth, and like the dinosaurs are hugging each other, and then they all like are turned into or are pretty much buried into dust. And while the cavemen survive, are living, the cavemen are the only ones that survive, and they find a meteorite and they start kicking it around like a soccer ball, and that's how they invented soccer. It's like, okay, I was like, fuck it, I guess, whatever. It's like, yeah, I'll get behind that. It's got the voices of people like Eddie Redmayne as the lead. It's like, really, like, I'll give him credit, like, the voice actors, you wouldn't recognize that's Eddie Redmayne unless I knew that was him. And also Tom Hiddleston's the villain. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good voice work. Like, they disguised their voices enough that you couldn't really tell that was them. Yeah, I'll give him credit on that. Like, it's a bunch of cavemen, or Eddie Redmayne is the part of this caveman tribe that set up a valley in where the meteor struck, and they set up a valley, and it's overtaken by this king who is the king of bronze or something like that, or a king of bronze, and it's played by Tom Hiddleston, and the caveman played by Eddie Redmayne wants his land back and his tribe, be free, and so he bets on it that he can beat the English's best soccer team, the champion soccer team, and yeah, that's pretty much the whole movie. It's like it's a very British movie. This is really a movie I have not much to say about. It's all right. It's a very British movie. It's soccer, a movie about football or soccer, like I said. It's one of those movies I knew it was like, yeah, this is gonna be one of those movies I don't have much to say about. Even before I fucking saw the movie, I'm like, I bet you I'll have not much to say about. Just, if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. Like, if it was really bad, maybe I would have something to say about it. It's just, like, I liked the bunny, that bunny that kept popping up where they were trying to hunt this bunny, and like this bunny, like the antics with this bunny was pretty funny. And also like the pig Hognob, who just wanted to be a soccer player. He's a pet pig and wanted to be a soccer player because it's a kid's movie. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck. What do you say? Is there anything else about this? I guess it's fine. It's perfectly fine. This is probably the shortest review I could say about a movie. The animation's great. It's like, I have a great appreciation for stop motion animation any day of the week. It's like, it's a dying art form, and yeah, like, I know I just made like one time in college like a 30-second commercial that was stop motion, and I know how hard that was just to fucking make that. I can only imagine how hard it is to make a feature-length film. So I have a lot of appreciation for stop motion. It's a dying art form, and I love it to death. So, and like, a lot of love goes into these movies. You can tell a lot of love and attention goes into these movies. Like, hell, like I said, they don't make movies every year. They only make movies every few years, and like I said, people that obviously enjoy doing what they do. It's always a lot of the same people involved in it. God, I have nothing to say about this movie, other than like it was good. It was fine. Yeah. Trailers. First one was, all I had written down was a Shaun the Sheep movie. Yeah, there's a sequel to Shaun the Sheep, and it was like a short. This is a movie I don't even think has been officially they haven't even started working on. It was a short about aliens abduct Shaun the Sheep after he's messing with their farmer. The farmer making him think that aliens were in his crops or something like that. It was actually them, but then he gets abducted by aliens or something like that. It was alright little short, and I'm like, so it's a movie about what was Sheepageddon or no Farmageddon? That's right, Farmageddon was the pun. Like, it's a Shaun the Sheep movie and it's Farmageddon. And I'm like, whatever. I was like, yeah, I never saw Shaun the Sheep, but I heard it was good. I just never saw it. And then the other trailer I got, I didn't even know. I keep forgetting this is something that's fucking coming out. The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. So they're remaking the Nutcracker. Okay. It's at least it's not going to be with Nazis like the last remake was. A Nazi mouses or something like that. Or you don't know what I'm talking about? Look it up. Yeah. Got Morgan Freeman. Like, I know. I don't know much about, the original source material. I know it was like a short story or something like that that was made like years ago about the Nutcracker and the Mouse King or Rat King or something like that. And then they turned it into ballet. Of course, I've seen the ballet. My mom had the fucking the CD. She used to play a CD of the Nutcracker music all the fucking time, so I know of the fucking music in the ballet. Trust me, I know everything about it. So yeah, I'm like, I never really know how much about the original source material. I just know about the ballet. So I'm like, and it's got some of the original music in the trailer. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. I was like, I believe it's coming out on Christmas. It should if it isn't, because why the fuck would you not release it on Christmas? But yeah, whatever. There's worse things to remake. So yeah, that's as far. Or it's of course the untold story that you've never seen. Like, oh, fuck off. But yeah, that's as far as Early Man. I'm sorry, this is a short review. I don't have much to say about it, other than I know it's good. I'll be back here in a second with my second review here.